Awards for Excellence in Architecture. The jury recognized Glennon Towers Renovation and Addition, Georgia Institute of Technology by VMDO Architects, with an honorable mention. The jury recognized 3 projects with merit awards. Achievement Preparatory Academy by Studio 27 Architecture features a sophisticated yet playful modernist scheme that serves to both challenge and engage the perceptions of students and adults alike. Like the barns of the neighboring farms it emulates, the Varina Area Library by BCWH breaks down the scale of a large regional library into smaller volumes. The relationship of inside to outside is well handled. The Clean and Restrained 1775 Tysons Boulevard by Cohn Pedersen Fox Associates is more refined in approach than most spec office buildings and is laudable for its LEED Platinum certification. The Honor Award recipient is Lake House by Architecture Firm. There's great clarity to the overall design. The strategic openings in the design allow for a fluid indoor-outdoor experience and frame the views of the surrounding woods. The decision to wrap the building in wood paneling both celebrates the strength of employing a singular material throughout while embodying the context of the overall site. Awards for Excellence in Contextual Design. The jury recognized Hodson House at St. John's College by Dinerman Architects PC with an honorable mention. And the Honor Award recipient is Center of Hope Elementary School, Haiti, by Thrive Architecture. The design of this school overcomes the challenge of highly limited resources by cleverly leveraging local materials, building practices, and labor. Overhanging roofs and strategically placed operable openings eliminate the need for artificial ventilation, and simple building techniques and inexpensive components were assembled without heavy equipment. The creativity and technique is matched by the integrity of the architectural resolution, resulting in something that is both beautiful and sustainable. Awards for Excellence in Historic Preservation. The jury recognized Cosmos Club at the Warren Ballroom by John Milner Associates Preservation, a division of MTFA Architecture, with a merit award, calling it a high-caliber yet restrained restoration and conservation that honors the architectural and historic integrity of the venerable room. The admirable preservation of this significant 19th-century celebratory space, guided by a building-wide master plan, benefited from exemplary historical research and materials analysis. Awards for Excellence in Interior Design. The jury awarded 3 projects with awards of merit. The existing banal exterior of a long vacant space was reconfigured through the use of reclaimed, locally sourced wood, creating a welcoming work environment. There is great clarity, said the jury, in the overall design of DPR Construction's Mid-Atlantic headquarters by Smith Group JJR. The entire Sands Capital Management headquarters by OTJ Architects is infused with daylight by creating a yin-yang plan, alternating enclosed spaces with open programmatic requirements. Lighting and finishes are tailored to each space, and the detailing is skillful and highly sophisticated. The strategic central opening of Skyloft by Cube Architecture PC effectively brings light into the entire space. This strong singular move is to be celebrated as it recognizes the importance of light throughout the different levels of the project. And the Honor Award recipient is Rotunda Interior Renovation at the University of Virginia by Glave and Holmes Architecture. The architects did an exemplary job of balancing contemporary requirements with a respectful return to Jefferson's programmatic vision for the building. The jury appreciated the skillful selection of furniture and fabrics of a timeless aesthetic. Thoughtful attention to scale, function, and flexibility in the interior design created more spaces for study and collaboration, bringing students back to the heart of the university. Awards for Excellence in Residential Design. The jury recognized House on Solitude Creek by Robert M. Gurney, FAIA architect, with an honorable mention. The jury selected 3 projects for merit awards. Heirloom Farm Cottage by Bushman Dreyfus Architects PC is a balanced and revealing composition of historic fabric, integrated building systems, and contemporary design interventions. The linear composition of Mohican Hills House by Robert M. Gurney, FAIA architect, works well as a partie and frames the views in a provocative way. With its simplified cubic form and full-length porch, West River House by Jones & Bohr Architects is a successful contemporary reinterpretation of Virginian Neo-Palladian farms and country houses. The simple and clear plan has been designed for socializing and connects indoors and outdoors seamlessly. AIA Virginia recognizes Lippard Steel with AIA Virginia Honors. For nearly 80 years, Lippard Steel has served the architects of Virginia by bringing to realization their designs in both structural and ornamental iron and steel. Founded in Richmond in 1938, Lippard Steel has a reputation for steady leadership. The firm has been fully employee-owned since 1969, and this desire to share the rewards of the company's success has allowed them to retain the experienced employees who have brought so many architects' designs to fruition. In addition to undertaking both challenging and unique structural steelwork, Lippard Steel has also produced numerous ornamental and specialty iron products. Overall, the company's ability to compete while maintaining its modest size has allowed the company's estimators, detailers, and fabricators to treat each project with the attention required to successfully complete its construction. In recognition for the value they place on their relationships with design professionals, attention to detail, thorough execution, and fine craftsmanship, Lippard Steel is awarded AIA Virginia Honors. AIA Virginia confers honorary membership upon Kathleen R. Nosbish. For nearly a decade, Kate Nosbish has been committed to ensuring the health, safety, and welfare of the people of the Commonwealth. As one endorser notes, she has a clear understanding of the needs of the profession she helps regulate and the ability to work effectively with the diverse elements of each professional community. Kate understands the role and importance of regulation in the lives of Virginia's citizens and has consistently tried to educate those impacted by regulations of their roles' responsibilities. She informs the public through seminars and advises the profession at many educational programs. Warmly welcomed by AIA components and the accredited programs of architecture at Virginia's universities, it's no surprise that she is nationally admired by her peers. In recognition of her thoughtful and dedicated leadership in service to architects, AIA Virginia welcomes Kate Nosbish as an honorary member. AIA Virginia confers the Test of Time Award upon the Virginia Eye Institute, designed by 3 North Principal Sandy Bond, FAIA. Located along the Kanawha Canal at the end of Richmond's Huguenot Bridge, the Virginia Eye Institute is situated to take advantage of the unique site's natural beauty and provide an environment that encourages patient comfort and healing. When developing the design, the architects sought to create a place that fits seamlessly into its context and surrounding landscape, while creating a facility that was conducive to both employee efficiency and patient experience. Situated below the floodplain and filled with unstable soil, the site's challenges also influenced the design. Raising the structure enabled the architect to pursue an industrial wharf aesthetic, taking advantage of natural light and choosing evocative materials and textures such as concrete, corrugated steel, and exposed wood frame construction on the interior. A decorative strip of blue tile marks a waterline on a glazed concrete block wall. Completed in 1987, the building's strong lines, light industrial aesthetic, and generous use of concrete and steel excited some controversy. Today, however, the Virginia Eye Institute has become a well-loved local landmark that still functions as originally designed. AIA Virginia presents 3 individuals with the 2017 Virginia Emerging Professional Award. A member of the 2016 class of AIA Virginia's Emerging Leaders in Architecture, Braden Field, AIA, ardently believes in architecture's capacity for change, and he actively engages every project as an opportunity to learn, teach, and pursue great design, his nomination notes. Field is dedicated to finding mentorship and service opportunities, strongly believing that he owes his success to these kinds of rewarding experiences early in his career. As the chair of the AIA Northern Virginia Young Architects Forum and a director on AIA Northern Virginia's board, he clearly demonstrates his belief that the best way to make a difference in the profession is from within. For more than a decade at Spectrum Design, Nathan Harper, associate AIA, has played a vital role as designer on some of the firm's most successful projects. Harper has also demonstrated ability in the business of architecture, including marketing, construction documents, and construction administration, along with mentorship of the firm's young professionals in both architecture and engineering. Finally, he has voluntarily advised community organizations, including the Roanoke Arts Commission, the Square Society, serving Center in the Square, and Roanoke's new Children's Museum. Through her active service at local, state, and national levels, Maggie Schubert, AIA, has contributed to the advancement of the profession, advancement of architectural education, and mentorship to the next generation of architects. As her nomination notes, she fills an important role in the profession through her focus on both professional and community engagement, as well as finding the bridge between the two. For AIA Richmond, she has served as a director, co-chair of the Young Architects and Interns Forum, and chair for Richmond Women in Design. She also chaired AIA Virginia's inaugural Art of Practice Forum. Schubert's leadership and passion for the profession continue as she currently serves as a regional representative on the national AIA Small Firm Exchange. AIA Virginia recognizes 3 individuals with the Award for Distinguished Achievement in 2017. An architect and preservation consultant, C. Richard Bierce, AIA, has dedicated his career to the preservation of Virginia's rich architectural legacy. From serving as Alexandria's Historic Resources Director to a decade's tenure with the National Trust for Historic Preservation to his own consultancy, his efforts on behalf of many of the Commonwealth's historic treasures have had immeasurable impact. Richard has studied and documented individual buildings to develop thoughtful interventions that preserve their integrity and allow their continued use in the 21st century. He's inventoried and evaluated entire neighborhoods, and once listed, has protected them through written design guidelines. Not only do clients and their buildings benefit from his restoration expertise, but his public service record, beginning with the Peace Corps, has continued throughout his career, providing a lasting benefit to the Commonwealth and many local communities through his advocacy in numerous preservation organizations. Kathleen Galvin, principal at Galvin Architects, has devoted more than 3 decades to smart growth management, equitable redevelopment, and creative placemaking. Her urban design projects across the Commonwealth have benefited Charlottesville, Albemarle County, Orange, Mount Jackson, Gordonsville, and Crozet. Nominators cited her talent to build consensus and to introduce others to the value of sensitive design thinking and problem solving. Currently serving her 2nd term as a Charlottesville City Councilor, Kathy is recognized as a solid voice of thoughtful reason and an advocate for city zoning that is inclusive and sensitive to the current residents of her city. She has championed urban design and infrastructure improvement projects, multimodal street standards, sustainable building design, and transformative community revitalization efforts to close academic achievement and wealth creation disparities in Charlottesville's neighborhoods. Throughout her career as both a military and civilian public architect, Dr. Paula Loomis, FAIA, has emphasized the importance of public architecture and the value of quality design in public buildings and places. She's also stood at the forefront of design excellence in the military services. As the base architect at Langley Air Force Base, she developed base architectural standards that returned Langley to its Tudor Gothic roots. She went on to create standards for all Air Combat Command bases, as well as for other major commands, more recently incorporating sustainability requirements. Her work on the National AIA Resiliency Committee led to her involvement in the Hampton Roads Sea Level Rise Preparedness and Resilience Intergovernmental Planning Pilot Project, and she's now helping to restart the Virginia Resilience Task Force so the Commonwealth can better prepare for disasters. AIA Virginia presents the 2017 T. David Fitzgibbon Firm Award to Fraser Associates. The core principle of Fraser Associates' 31 years of architecture practice has been to help preserve, sustain, and creatively revitalize Virginia's communities and institutions through historic preservation and contextual design. The scope of their public and private architecture in dozens of Virginia communities consistently demonstrates the staying power of good design in the rejuvenation of historic buildings and creation of new ones. In addition, Fraser Associates has drafted more than 50 sets of design guidelines and pattern books for historic downtowns, neighborhoods, corridors, and rural villages throughout the Southeast, and has been at the forefront of implementing wayfinding programs for communities in Virginia, as well as nationally. As design specialists for Virginia's Main Street program, Fraser Associates provides design training and workshops for communities, as well as facade design services for property owners. The firm has had a tremendous impact across the entire Commonwealth, working in areas that are somewhat forgotten to reaffirm the sense of place. In making this award, AIA Virginia celebrates Fraser Associates' enduring dedication to Virginia's historic architecture and community design. The 2017 Architecture Medal for Virginia Service goes to Calder Conrad Loth. A tireless teacher and prolific author, Calder Loth's efforts to preserve Virginia's architectural legacy have impacted all residents of the Commonwealth. Calder spent 4 decades on the staff of the Virginia Department of Historic Resources as an advocate, educator, and historian. Even after his 2009 retirement, he continues to be consulted for his expertise by landmark owners, historic site managers, universities, and international forums. As former Branch Museum Director Dr. Craig Reynolds notes, through his unmitigated passion and depth of knowledge, Loth has shielded buildings from the wrecking ball, championed historic tax credits, made preservation easements the standard, and helped develop excitement for our historic places among new generations. Calder has published dozens of articles and books, including the prize-winning volume Virginia Landmarks of Black History. He compiled the Virginia Landmarks Register's 4th edition, representing the most comprehensive inventory of Virginia's rich and varied architecture. And he's championed architectural literacy through speaking engagements across the globe. In recognition of his near half-century of service to Virginia and his accomplishments in communicating the full meaning of historic preservation and Virginia's architectural heritage to both professional and lay audiences, AIA Virginia honors Calder Loth with the Architecture Medal for Virginia Service. The 2017 William C. Noland Medal goes to Jane Katie Rathbone, FAIA, Chief Executive Officer of Hanbury in Norfolk. Through her prolific body of work and practice of nearly 40 years, Jane Rathbone has become an international influence on the planning and design of living learning communities as vital components in the academic, social, and architectural fabric of university campuses throughout America and abroad. Today, her influence, and that of the firm, is felt on more than 150 campuses. While guiding Hanbury, Jane grew the award-winning firm into an internationally recognized practice. She has led a significant number of the firm's more than 100 award-winning projects. She consistently seeks opportunities to motivate good design throughout the firm, inviting provocative lecturers and organizing programs to stimulate thinking, discussion, and personal growth. Jane shares her deep knowledge with colleagues, clients, students, the public, and the profession. From teaching Hanbury's summer scholars about strategic planning in a design practice to serving on the board of the Design Futures Council. For her design excellence and dedicated leadership, AIA Virginia awards Jane Katie Rathbone the William C. Noland Medal.